Hello, everybody. Morning, and welcome to our Mario Kart World Direct, uh, uh, video, hanging out and all that. Oh, hey, how come the chat didn't update? Let me fix that. We got a couple minutes here. Apologies on... why does this always do this? It's so annoying. Apologies on... for not having a camera set up for this. For those who have not joined for some of my Twitch live streams recently, I had a webcam malfunction last week, and the camera I've been using for streaming for, I don't know, a good year or two there is just straight up dead. And I have a cable somewhere for, there we go, nice. I have a cable somewhere for connecting my, we have a 4K camera that we use for our live intros and outros and stuff. But that cable I cannot seem to find. I don't remember actually taking it out of the box, and the box itself is also missing. So unfortunately, we're going to be sticking with this, and I'll try to be as vocal as I can with my reactions, because I know that, kind of takes a little of the edge off of a good reaction and not have video, sadly. But, oh, is my voice going through twice? Hang on a second. Oh, man, where am I on here? This usually happens if I have the actual video open elsewhere at the same time. Is it only one, or is it two, or is it... Okay. Just double checking. I was like, okay, if there's only... Because if there's two of me, that usually means that there's a... Oh. Oh, God. But yeah, welcome. Hello. A bunch of folks in here. Hell yeah. I don't have any specific expectations for this. They showed off a decent amount during the Nintendo Direct, the Nintendo Switch Direct 2, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, from 2 weeks ago now. Holy cow! What a lot has happened in these last 2 weeks since the Switch 2 Direct. I am curious if we're going to be getting any pre-order announcement update stuff along with this, but I guess we'll kind of see as this gets here. But yeah, they've already shown off a huge amount of characters, a huge amount of costumes. I know that decals are a thing that you're gonna be able to customize your carts with. I would like to know more about the actual open world aspect of the game. I think that's the one main thing that I'm kind of especially interested in here. Okay, it is 9 o'clock right now. Oh, whoop! Why are we not? Oh, perfect timing. There's no sound. I'll try to fix this as fast as I can. Oh, you know what? No, there is sound. It's just not coming through on my side. Apologies. I'm fixing this fast here. Oop. Oh, why did it do that?
Drivers,
Here we go.
start your engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game.
A tiny bit.
Available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you?
There we go. That should be pretty good.
In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand
That
Prix.
is a remake
Why stop
of the
there?
old Super
Across
Mario Kart
cities,
title screen?
Plains, a desert, and even the ocean.
Da 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 da
You
da
can
da
drive
da
virtually
da da da.
everywhere in this fully interconnected world.
Okay.
Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world. And
See, there's
you can
no
freely
HUD right
drive
now.
between them.
Oh, that's cute.
There's a lot in store, and
Cute
we're
way to have
only
the
at starting
the
line.
Mario Circuit ones
Let's
as a
introduce
literal
some of the
racetrack
courses
that's
that are
just kind
waiting
of
for you. Here we go.
diegetically let's go to the racing track. Okay.
Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region.
Nice.
Let's
This is a
take
fun
look
way to
at some of the
cluster
new
some of these
courses
together,
to
too.
explore. Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit
All right. Whoa, we got grinding.
and cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it. See the
Okay,
sights and
interesting.
structures of Crown City. You can even soar in style down Main Street.
So these are some interesting, like, new ones that we've got going on here. The
Drift along the
flying and
rapid
stuff
waterways of Salty
is almost a little bit
Freeway.
more
And make a splash
evocative
around the city's
of like a Diddy Kong racing kind of scenario.
Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak.
Okay.
Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery.
Alrighty.
Have a spirited showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema.
Always nice to. Oh, that's kind of cute.
It's
Always nice to have.
kind of drive-in theater.
Oh, these are some fun. These are some fun like little effects and things going on
in
for that.
addition
All right,
to
cool.
Lots of new courses.
Bowser's Castle
There's
kind of thing of some
Toad's
sort.
Factory. Peach
Okay.
Beach. Wario Shipyard.
We got ourselves a
and
little.
more. Nostalgic courses from past titles are
I don't even know I was gonna
also
say like a
here.
ragtime
But
style
now they're
jam going there.
reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen
Okay.
during the day or at night.
All right, like a day and night cycle affecting the gameplay is pretty nice too.
Race as familiar characters like Mario, Luigi,
And unfamiliar characters like Brian
Bowser,
or Sasquilla.
and Yoshi.
Uh huh.
Plus, new drivers like Goomba,
He learned how to drive with his feet.
Spike.
Yeah, my
and-
boy.
That's right, Cow.
Okay, so they definitely have
Even
done
more
some
new
of the
racers
editing on
are
this
waiting and ready to roll.
after the Switch
Select your
2
character.
Direct, given
Choose your vehicle.
the
and
response to
you're off
Cow.
the races. Characters
Okay.
and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you.
You ready?
There are two main styles of race revving up in this world: Grand Prix
Okay.
and Knockout
We'd already seen some of
Tour.
this before. So Grand Prix is basically
In both
your
modes, up to
standard like for
24
B
drivers
suit
can
for Wario.
participate. The
This is usually like a
most in
four
series
four
history.
race circuit, right?
Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road.
And then the
Look out for
knockout tour
cars
is the
that shoot
more
bullet
like
bills.
arcade racer
Attacks from Hammer
style
Brothers.
where you have to get
And
increasingly
other obstacles
higher
along the way.
thresholds
Try to
in the
steer
race rank wise to be able to stay in it till the end.
And now, get ready for Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held all around the game's world. You'll race
Okay.
through 4 different courses in each cup and aim for the top spot. In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit,
Is this
while the second
the
race will take you
64
from Mario
theme
Brothers Circuit to
for
Crown City.
one of the Mario circuits?
For
I think
the
it is,
first
yeah.
time, you'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel.
Yeah, how exactly is that working
And
in
if you
terms of
conquer
race
all
times?
Grand Prix Cups,
Or is it
rumor
that you're
has
doing
that
all
certain
4 of them as a
colorful
single
course will
elongated race? And so the faster you get through
Next
one
up
race,
is
the
a
better
new
of a
mode,
head start you get on the next
Knockout
one.
Tour. From
More than
Golden
likely.
Rally to Ice Rally and more. These extended races take you from one end of the world to the
2,
other.
3, 4, 5, 6 races for that. Okay.
Get ready for a sprint. But
Be
you've got
20th
to
or
place
better.
if you want to stay in the race.
Okay.
Speed towards checkpoints throughout the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running. Buckle up.
Right.
The competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to drive to
6 out of
survive in
6,
Knockout
right?
Tour. So keep your eyes on the
First,
prize.
okay. I
and
mean, this is
aim
all.
for
This is.
first place.
This kind of matches the. Oh, that's cool. The crown. I say this matches pretty well with like the arcade format for racing. Oh, yeah, we get any new stuff here?
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race.
I did not play a
Here
ton
are
of
some
Mario
new
Kart 8.
items that'll help you out. Coin shell. When
Okay.
you throw a coin shell, coins will appear. Now's your
Oh, that's
chance
an
to
interesting
grab 'em.
one.
Just don't let your rivals cash in.
I was going to say, yeah, there definitely seem to be better and worse places to use
With
that.
the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and
Oh,
send them spinning.
jeez.
Hammer.
Okay, that
Aim the
didn't seem...
hammer in an arc,
That wasn't as bad as I
and
thought it was going to be. I was like, is it going to stop you dead? Or are you just going to skid really hard forward?
Block off rivals.
Jesus
Mega
Christ.
Mushroom. With the Mega Mushroom, go big, so your rivals will go home.
Oh, wow. It feels like a decade too late
Use
for
the
them to
feather
finally be
jump
getting
up
at the Mega
and
Mushroom,
avoid
but
attacks.
the feather's back. The
You may
classic.
even discover some unexpected routes.
The
Comic.
grind rails are so
With
interesting.
Comics magic, your rivals will transform.
Comic.
What other mysterious effects will
Whoa.
happen? You'll have to see for yourself.
Okay, that's interesting.
The lower your placement, the
Was there a
more
Mega
likely
Mushroom in
you are
Wii?
to find items that'll
Okay.
turn the tables. So
That-
when you
that makes
get
a lot more
items,
sense then.
Go for it.
Okay.
And if you're new to the Mario Kart
Hey, he's doing his
series,
Odyssey dance.
there are added support features to help you along the way.
Okay.
These include
I see. All right.
smart steering, which helps you stay on the course.
Oh, jeez. That's not so much smart
Tilt
steering
control,
as it is smart,
where
like,
you can hold
braking.
the Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer.
Okay.
And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're really driving.
Yep. Yeah, having that be on is a bit of a
Ooh,
bummer by
How about a
default.
quick break? A snack sounds good right about now. Hey,
Oh, no.
Look, it's a drive-through.
Watch out, they sell Wiggler milk here.
Here
is
at
that?
Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash food.
What?
Take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired
Oh, yeah, that's
by
right. I
your
remember
meal.
there were questions whether the cow can eat burgers.
Eat some sushi and... Whoa, nice threads.
Okay.
Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen.
Interesting.
Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find?
Wiggle.
Make a pit stop and check out these drive-thrus all around the world.
Alrighty.
That was a nice detour. Now
Because if
let's
you eat
get
too much
back
fast
to the
food, you
action.
have to change, so... Oh,
Let's
Spike, he's just
introduce
having the
some
time of
new
his
tricks
life.
That'll help you ace each race.
The jet ski being based off the
Charge jump.
dolphin is interesting.
You can now use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Use this to leap over obstacles.
Huh.
Grind along power lines. And dodge attacks from your rivals.
Now, can you convert from a charge jump
And
into
if
a
you
regular
jump
drift?
toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
Ooh, okay. Oh, this is going to make some things very interesting.
Chain some tricks together, and you may even reach places like so close. Almost there.
Huh.
Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind. This will return your vehicle to its original position.
Okay, well, this
Nice,
cannot be a
made it.
thing in online mode, I'm
This
sure,
can come
for
in
obvious
handy when
reasons,
mapping
but...
out how to best approach a course.
Okay.
Keep in mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind. So
Oh,
don't
interesting.
Lose your lead.
Okay. That seems like a pretty fair disincentive
Wanna
then.
take a spin in even more races? In time trials, it's you against the clock. Here you
Okay.
can race without any other competitors. And if you go online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the
Okay.
world.
I mean, that's pretty standard fare.
Customize the rules of the road in Versus Race.
Okay.
You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course. Or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another. You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour.
Oh.
Up to 24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3,
Jesus.
or even 4 teams.
Holy cow. All right.
Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal.
Okie dokie.
Next up, battle mode.
24-way match seems like a very interesting, chaotic level of multiplayer.
And coin runners, where you can go for the gold by collecting the most coins.
All right.
Race or battle, enjoy whatever drives you.
Oh, geez. Oh, no. But hey, a blarg. Shall be happy.
When you're not racing, you can enjoy free roam.
Yeah, this was the mode I was actually
Wherever your
honestly
heart
the most
takes you. No
curious
roads?
about.
No problem.
Oh, hey, but on
Ride
Battlefield
the
music.
rivers. See the seas. Drive the desert.
Spiny.
Or jump off
Cacti
from way
represent.
up here. You can go wherever you like, even to the
Okay.
edges of the world.
The mini map is
Hey,
very
there's a
interesting
P-switch
since
over
it
there.
literally just looks like a slightly higher. Oh, okay.
Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world
See,
to start missions.
Yeah, the missions almost have a Mario 64 vibe to them
Completing
in
them,
terms
you
of.
can hone your driving ability outside of races.
Yeah, what do you get for these missions?
There are also hidden coins,
Okay.
hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route and explore.
Interesting. Okay.
Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever
Yeah,
you like.
photo mode's always been just kind of like whatever for me, but
Strike a pose. Look at the camera.
uh,
Choose a frame to decorate, and nice.
I mean this does look
That
fun,
one's a
but
winner.
there's some interesting frames in there.
If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system. The game also supports
What is that
local
the intro
wireless
for?
play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way.
Oh, Mario Brothers 2.
And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or battle in online play.
Okay. I feel like we're kind of repeating ourselves with a few of these.
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you.
So,
Looks like someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world.
okay.
By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
All right.
Battle or race with custom rules. Or just go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own.
Oh, that's fun. They brought back
You
the
can
Mario
also
3.
take photos together
Hey,
along the
that's
way,
that's
if
cute.
that's more your speed.
That's pretty fun. Also, having Donkey Kong in front of the Donkey Kong Jr. bit is
With Game Chat, enjoy an
I
expanded
mean, granted, even if they weren't trying to
experience
say
by
something in
talking
particular
online
there,
with
that
friends.
is the Donkey
Use
Kong
the built-in
representative from the
microphone to
original.
voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out.
Let's go. Charles?
Nice. Are you kidding me?
Or take
Oh,
a back seat
jeez.
and watch each other's game screens.
Kind of bury the lead with that
If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera,
interactive ability there.
you can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together. Who's close by?
Well, if
Wait,
it
who
spins
just
all over the
passed
place, it's kind of hard to see
You'll
that
be able to
reaction.
tell in an instant. Aim a shell and bullseye.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
when playing
the
together in
reaction bits
person
were
on
in the
same
last one,
system,
but I didn't realize that it was going to,
a
like,
single camera
fly
can
all over
detect
the
up to
place there.
4 people's faces.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
Okay. Oh, did they show the 18-wheeler one there? I think I missed that entirely. Don't know how, but... Bowser in the leather jacket is pretty cool. Snowman. Oh God! Wait a minute. Can the cow wear a leather jacket also? Oh no!
Mario Kart World, available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2.
Pre-orders?
A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
Limited time production through fall 2025 while supplies last. Oh dear, that's not the most comforting thing to be closing that out with. Oh boy. Okay, let me just do that because the video will do something after that. But okay, I mean, I kind of don't feel like they really needed a distinct direct for this. There was very little in here that wasn't either already obvious from the Switch 2 direct or wasn't, covered kind of since then in various press releases and social media posts and stuff like that. I kind of feel like we didn't really wind up we really didn't get much in the way of real new information there at all. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the direct was super necessary for this. It is nice to see more footage of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say on this one actually, just because so little of it is properly new information that we didn't have available before. A little bit bummed out that we didn't have any new information on pre-orders, though I understand that that's still an evolving situation there. The mention in super tiny font that it's a limited time bundle, I think the assumption could be made that any pack-in title is technically a limited time thing, but only available through the fall seems like a weirdly tight window for that. Though maybe that's because they're planning to do different pack-ins every 4 to 8 months or something. That wouldn't be the worst thing, but the while supplies last has me nervous as to whether they're just going to sell the bundle stock that they currently have out there, and it's going to wind up being whatever else is already on boats or already in the country as far as the pre-orders go. They didn't make a mention of the price tag of the game, even though there had already been stuff available online showing it at $80, which is a whole thing unto itself. There's definitely some sticker shock there. It is definitely a lot more than games have been recently. It's not more than games have been historically. Even without inflation, back in the Super Nintendo days, there were definitely games that cost $70, $80 back then, and that money was worth a hell of a lot more than it is now. There's arguments to be made as to video game MSRP not moving up with the same rate of inflation, but even if it were to, the buying power of the dollar has kind of changed a lot as well, and wages have not increased either, which kind of undercuts a bunch of this. But kind of wish they teased an expansion of the map as a future update. Yeah, no mention of... I mean, I guess I can understand that before the game comes out, you don't necessarily want to be talking DLC, especially with how much of a reaction the $80 price tag has gotten out of folks. If it's not a free included thing, they may not want to, make that a discussion point right now, being like, oh, it already costs a lot and it's going to cost you more if you want there to be more stuff. But I think given the model that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe kind of stumbled into a bit, I would be shocked if there wasn't a pretty significant amount of DLC coming for this in the future. They may not want to get into it right now, especially at console launch, but I would have to imagine that this is going to wind up getting a good amount of DLC, just because like the scope of the scope of the game already has just lends itself very nicely to DLC that could kind of be smoothly added. I don't know if that would necessarily mean like that they could squeeze new courses onto the map and reconstruct areas around it to make it fit. I don't know if that necessarily means that they would be like, oh, a new island has arrived, or oh, a course in this corner where there used to be a cliff is now existing or something, but we'll have to see what they do with that. But yeah, so yeah. No word on the pre-order definitely makes me a little bummed. I was hoping we would have at least some idea. It definitely stresses me out having to keep looking every day to see whether they're open. I signed up for the I don't even know what to call it, pre-order waitlist thing that Nintendo had going after the last Direct. We have a bunch of accounts, but I have 2 accounts on our Switches right now, which is I have my personal account, I have a D-pad account. I don't remember which one the Nintendo Switch Online stuff is registered under. So I was like, all right, I'll register with both of them and hope that, one of them is satisfactory for that. But that is supposedly still happening on May 8th. Word on the street is that hasn't changed. So hoping that still works. But I also hope that they figure out normal pre-orders before then, or there's going to be a lot of problems, both in terms of the user base and in terms of like stores, right? They have to actually be able to stock this stuff, and only having real details maybe a month ahead of time, if even that, is going to make things a little bit tricky. I don't know. Nintendo's usually been at least like okay about keeping stock up when they get their consoles launched, but obviously there's a lot of mitigating factors there, so it might get a little bit tricky for a while. I don't recall Nintendo ever having as much difficulty as, I think the PS5 has to have been the worst in recent memory in terms of just getting stuff onto shelves that people could buy. But the way things are right now, I could see that being definitely a problem for Nintendo. I could see it being a problem for Sony as well, if things are still looking rough by the time they put out their next iteration, or the not necessarily PlayStation 6, but like, all right, here's a new model of PlayStation 5. I think they already did the PS5 Pro is already a thing. That was the one that was like $700 in the US, and they haven't officially announced, as far as I'm aware, a price increase on the PS5 in the US, but they have announced it in other countries. So I can't imagine that that's going to get much better in the US either. Which, man, I feel for Sony a little bit. That's a rough look when your console's been out for years and you're increasing the price. That's not great. So I don't know. We're going to have to see where some of that goes. Mario Kart looks pretty rad. I'm still kind of hoping for a little bit more, like a little more info, a little more something, because right now I think that $80 is going to be a hard sell for folks. Assuming I can get my hands on it, we're going to pick it up because, it's content that would be good to cover, and I am interested in it in general. But I can see a lot of people turning away from the $80 price tag by just going, okay, so it's Mario Kart and it's more open world, but it's not necessarily open world enough to spend, what I spent on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe plus another 50% on top of that. I forget if Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was, 50-ish, 60s maybe, so it might have not been 50% over. But all right, okay. Well, this was an interesting little Direct. I do wish that we had a little bit more meat on those bones, but I guess we'll be keeping our eye out until the pre-orders come around, and we'll be keeping an eye out for May 8th when that stuff happens, and then just the actual launch in June. So we'll see how all of that goes. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here. I apologize if I sound a little raspy. I did not get a ton of sleep, and I woke up a little close to this as well. So I might actually go back to sleep for a little bit. And then I'm gonna see if I can find where that fucking cable went. I'm so sorry that we had that I'm still stuck with the cacnea thing. I bought a cable to solve this problem, and it's missing now. So, oy. All right. But yeah, we'd love to hear folks' comments, your thoughts in the comments below, rather. And yeah, we'll see how this looks when it comes out. Catch you later. Have a good one, and bye.